Fed is expected to raise interest rates by half a point. Well, hello there, my friends. Chris Mark is here with you for Arcadia Economics. And just a quick video about the widely expected half point interest rate hike that is likely to come out of the Fed in just a couple of hours. As you can see, Fed is expected to raise interest rates by half a point. Investors wonder if it will get more aggressive. Again, this is the Fed's, I would say, token attempt to combat inflation. In my own personal opinion, far too little, too late. I guess we'll see who's right on that in due time. But the Fed is expected to raise interest rates Wednesday, boosting the Fed funds target rate by half a percentage point. This will be their first half point increase in quite a while. Central bank also expected to launch a program to reduce its massive bond holdings by $95 billion a month. So what happens when the interest rates start going up? Do we get something like we saw at the end of 2018 when interest rates were starting to go up and the market really couldn't take much of that pain? Many remember that back in 2018. And here we see the rally fueled by all of the corona stimulus. So if they're really going to take that away, we'll see how that goes, how the U.S. is going to pay interest on its $30 trillion of debt, how banks are going to pay interest, how the mortgage market is going to stay intact. Some questions that I have not heard Jerome Powell comment on yet. I doubt he'll do that tomorrow, but you can check and see. Throughout all that will get said, keep in mind here is the Fed's balance sheet at just under $900 billion. Pre-Lehman Brothers, then it's shot up. All that talk about tightening, well, that never really happened so much and then shot up again. So they say they're going to undo it. I think they'll run into problems. Again, we're nowhere near the 20% interest rates that Paul Volcker went to fight inflation in 1980. And I would say the forces that need to be held in check, as you can see, are exponential. I mean, this is just from 2008, let alone. You had from the beginning of the Fed in 1913 to 2008, they added about 900 billion. Now they're up 9 trillion. So they went 10x in the last decade, which likely has something to do with the massive returns that you've seen in the stock markets from just 2008. If you look at the lows from 2009 in March on the NASDAQ, I think it's actually a 10 or 11 bagger right now. So that could have something to do with why Russia is moving closer to a gold standard. I have a video coming up with some of the details about that in just a couple of hours. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can see more about that. I don't know that the Fed will talk about that, yet it seems pretty darn relevant as they're now studying that. So get a little more coming up on that later. And also, before we wrap up, we did have some silver stock news out as Blackrock Silver, one of the companies that we cover here on the show, announces the Tonopah West Maiden Stope optimized resource estimate, 2.9 million tons, grading 446 grams per ton silver equivalent for 42.6 million ounces silver equivalent. And especially in today's hyperinflationary culture, and especially should Jerome Powell Bernanke not be able to get things back in check, well, that's why a lot of people are turning to silver. And I think it's still early turning to the silver stocks, but Blackrock Silver, one of the ones that is a sponsor to the show and we're proud to cover. And it's nice to see things continuing to go well. We have a quote here from Andrew Pollard of Blackrock. Where did his quote go? Which summarizes that representing just 18 months of drilling data, this maiden resource estimate establishes Tonopah West as one of the highest grade underdeveloped silver deposits of the size in the world, with substantial resource expansion potential remaining. We've seen an excellent return investment via the drill bit, with all-in discovery costs of 62 cents per silver ounce equivalent, and with drills at site turning at present. Look forward to seeing this project continue to take shape, and I'll look forward to continuing to see Blackrock's progress. Should have Andrew Pollard back on the show sometime in the coming months. So again, congratulations to Blackrock. Great to see the good news. Link to read all the details of that in the description field below. And with that said, again, I'm going to wrap up and keep this one short. We do have a full episode of the show coming up in just a little bit. So hope your morning's off to a great start. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in a little bit.